evening, epic gamers of the internet. I am finally catching up on the Lantern Rite event because apparently we can finally do it all and it's not time gated anymore. Ow! Bad pig. As usual, I am I'm not expecting notifications to go out just because I have been streaming a lot today and YouTube probably doesn't know what to do with it in terms of notifications.
Oh, this one's only just sprouted and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one.
Wait. Oh, I'm supposed to actually gather these. Okay.
These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help.
Oh god, what are you doing here, Yaoyao? That's kind of weird and gross. A short and slender figure rescues the... What? No.
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
Oh. He looks cool, at least.
I think I'm okay now.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right.
Hey, Safe.
All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl?
Delete her.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Yaoyao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh, look, another voice actor that's just going, hey, I'm a little girl.
Whoa.
Sorry.
She's so well-mannered.
No.
My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Hello.
I'm Dvorak.
He looks cool.
Fontaine.
That's not how you spell Dvorak, but okay.
I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue.
Dude, he's so dapper.
But then
If that's
I
what
became
Fontaine
captivated by
characters
the
look like, I
beautiful
want
scenery.
them.
And before long, I was completely lost. Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yaoyao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
Imagine being from the nation of water and then being excited about a waterfall.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander, as long as you watch your step. Accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Why am I listening to, like, a 5-year-old?
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
Is he mutating?
Are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through.
I was born and raised here in Liyue. Why'd you say Liyue so weird?
I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up.
I want to hear her say it again.
I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack.
Hey, Multi.
Why don't we
Yeah, I
sit
know,
in
lots
the
of streams
forest?
today. Finally got some free time. Finally feeling pretty okay. Not feeling
We
sick.
even had some for Paimon.
Tomorrow it's gonna be like the 5 to 8 hour Dead Space stream.
You're welcome.
Well, depending. Everyone savors some delicious lotus flower. Wait, why am I eating
So
flowers?
tasty. If only there were more. Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was gonna run into you, I would have made a second batch. Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon.
No.
What do you think, sir? Are Liyue snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Dang, dude. This guy's just a copy and paste NPC, and it sounds like his voice actor actually has more emotion than a Yaoyao 4-star character that was paid a lot more.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Iridescence tour?
I think you mean Lantern Rite,
The
bro.
Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details.
Oh, thank you.
But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't take up too much of your time.
Yeah, I don't know if you gotta do that, man. Like, I don't really need to know the full story from your ancestors. You can just tell me, like, when you left your home to now.
Oh, I love listening to stories.
No one asked you.
We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels.
Oh, like you?
As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard, even in that life and death moment. The ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind.
What are you doing, Buzz?
In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home.
Okay, cool.
Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called The Lady Overlooking the Lake.
So, we're in a world where dragons are commonplace. And you just think that this random person is a fairy.
People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Wow.
Okay, epic anyways. Who cares?
Well, yes. As it stands now, it's become a touch too romantic and detached from reality. But I understand the original story and its historical grounding better than anyone else. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago.
Uh-oh.
So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack.
Is this the quest that has Cloud Retainer's human form? Because I remember seeing leaks about that.
I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel.
Actually, no, you don't, because you're like 4 years old.
Paimon too! It's like...
No, Paimon, you don't. You're not even human.
Imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again!
Yeah, totally. That's totally what... Okay, I don't know. Sorry, Clover. I don't know whether or not this quest will break in co-op, so...
Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
Unfortunately.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that the animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music.
Wait, we're gonna finally see the drunk bard? Heck yeah, dude, I haven't seen him in like over a year.
So I prayed for the animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue. So I followed their advice and made my way here.
Cool. That's kind of creepy and weird and superstitious, but sure, man.
Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Jingsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little mora towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well. And so on and so on.
God, she's annoying.
Don't worry, Yaoyao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff.
Yeah, I actually know the Animo god.
And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of mora on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the statues of the Seven along the way.
GG. Also, hi Joe. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh dear. Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss...
Like, they could literally just have, like, the same girl voice actor doing all of the children in the game because they all sound the same.
I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much.
This one's the worst yet, though, because she has no emotion whatsoever.
Just about everything.
Hello, I am talking into a microphone.
If you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking...
That does sound like a good idea.
So much.
I was gonna take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu.
Let's go.
Right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job.
I said let's go. Please stop talking. Okay, why does it want me to go up here? Oh, this is like a random combat event. You know what? I'll take it. I miss like old Genshin exploration, where these cliffs didn't require all of my stamina.
I will have order.
And everything died in like one hit. Did I win? Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, what? Oh, go to Liyue Harbor. Bruh, so I'm supposed to believe that she took us all this way? You serious? Her little turkey legs would just be, like, destroyed. Bam, 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 bam. Good old Liyue Harbor music, bro. Man, look at this area. It looks so much cooler than Sumeru. Genuinely, I miss these areas, dude. They're so good.
Wow.
Whoa.
Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last. It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lanterite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration.
With lots of Freema gems.
It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself.
Epic.
The streets are breathtaking.
Oh.
Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious.
Come on,
I
Dvorak.
can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
Uh-oh.
Hi, everyone. Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Go hoop.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
I like how they just retcon Yaoyao. Like, what? Now she knows Jin Yan? Like, okay.
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Hey, Cody, what up? Also, yes, Bobby. These old areas, like, are so much better.
Feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence tour bandwagon.
Inazuma was pretty solid.
But I keep getting
But
stuck.
Sumeru, I'm not a fan of.
What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
I'm so
Hopefully
sorry,
Fontaine's
Xinyan.
better.
We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Oh, by the way, Bobby, side note, just because I think you were busy, so you didn't hear, but on February 3rd, we're supposed to have an Armored Core stream from FromSoft, but apparently they're also going to be showing Elden Ring, so We might actually see the DLC. That would be epic. Oh, what the heck, Cody? What'd you do, gamer? No!
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped.
As Xinyan said, it can't be helped, so there's no reason to worry about it, man.
So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a
But
music
that sucks, I'm sorry to hear.
Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern Rite music festival?
Oh, well then you deserve to lose your license. I'm sorry, but come on, man.
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite music festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of
Drive on the highway if you
personnel.
want to go fast.
Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Oh, a blizzard. Dude, you're lucky. Like, that you're okay, legit. Because you would not have been able to stop.
But we're going to meet the Liyue Keqing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Keqing and Miss...
What are they talking about, man? Like, they're just kind of doing their typical Genshin yak, yak, yak without anything, like, being
You
done.
mean... what?
What?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion.
Oh, he's gonna play at the Lantern Rite. Okay, cool.
That's the spirit! See? Even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let...
Yeah. I'll wait till I get there, Bobby. I'm most of all gonna try and get this quest line done, and then we can do the minigame stuff, depending how long this takes. But I hope it doesn't take, like, 5 hours to get this all done.
As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists. My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commission
Liyue.
from the Yunhan Opera
Sometimes they pronounce
we
it
should
wrong.
Be able to get
Funny.
something going.
Well, what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the iridescence to our Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work
Sorry,
by the
boo-boo.
strictest of
Excuse
standards,
me,
so
puppy.
please make sure you are fully prepared.
Oh my god, my leg is falling asleep. Oh.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this.
Hey, Yoi. Oh god. This is a lengthy quest, at least 3 hours. Ugh.
Yaoyao, if you run into your senior on the way to the
Okay.
Keqing, please
So I gotta
don't
pace
go-
myself.
Okay, I promise I will.
I'll try and get this done. I don't know if I'll be able to get it all done, but I want to get it finished as soon as possible because we got Dead Space tomorrow, dude, and that's gonna eat up all my time. Let me just let the wife know. I just hope I don't get too tired. Because Dead Space is at 8 a.m., so I've been going to bed really early to prepare for it, so I don't know, we'll see.
The senior of yours, Xinyan mentioned just now. Is that anyone we know?
Like, I'll do my best, but I don't know.
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two.
Be prepared, the last part is full of dialogue. I mean, honestly, that's just Genshin at this point, right? Yak, 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 yak. Like, just...
She definitely needs someone around her to look after her.
Wow.
I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her.
I mean, look at this. They can't even stop talking in the middle of, like, this part. Oh no, it's Madam Ping.
Oh, it's Master. Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Yeah, leave me alone. Get out of here, kid. Grandma!
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. Not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master. I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yaoyao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the Lantern Rite, are we?
Hey, Grandma.
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Keqing.
Yeah, also we wanted to see, you know, if this old bag of bones was still alive.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose
Yes, it
you've
would,
heard of
Joe, but that would require this game to have any sort of jokes whatsoever.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival!
An old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
Yes, we want to add it to Lantern Rite.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it.
No, I hope you did get a Lantern Rite ad, Kerbo.
For example,
That's perfectly
do you think
appropriate.
It might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations.
Like with Hilichurros, right?
Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth.
Wow.
Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated, and so I look forward to it immensely.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yaoyao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Did you hear the enthusiasm in that voice actor's voice? It's almost like she wasn't paid, like, a ridiculous amount of money. Like, this chick's probably paid, like, my monthly salary to do these voice lines. And it's like, who said, yeah, you did good, you're hired.
Oh, well,
I like that you have no emotion.
To be getting on with. Yes, run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
Yeah, I know. Like, just being here, honestly, is making me feel really nostalgic in a way, which is very strange. Because it's like, we've been playing this game for such a long period of time, and yet, like, the early game is just so different compared to where we're at now. And not in a good way, dude. Like, I miss it. I miss when Genshin was a simpler game and it got to the point and it was entertaining and just like, it was just honest fun, you know? Instead of this crap where it's just constantly trying to sell all their characters.
Civil Affairs. Please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Oh god, Ganyu. Remember when Ganyu's like story quest was the first very boring quest in the game? And now all of them are?
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
All the story quests used to be so solid. Like, man, what happened to Zhongli's story quest? That was still my favorite with the Salt Lord. That was so good. And then now you've got like, oh, do Kazua's story quest. Oh, he copy and paste NPC and a sword and nothing happens. Like, Ganyu, oh, file my taxes.
What brings you here, Yaoyao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Qingshan leaves.
I know, Kerbo. Like, I like how they just
you.
squeeze Yaoyao in. And the funny thing, too, is Yaoyao was like, what, a day one leaked character? So it's like her character model was in the code for how long? You know why they kept her so long, though, and held off from giving her to us? Because she's Dendro.
I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again. Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Paimon, just stop talking. Hey, what's up?
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Paimon will do the honors.
No thank you, Paimon. I will. Paimon, hey Ganyu, this is Dvorak. Yeah, I know his name's weird, but don't judge.
What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit? It's definitely an ambitious plan.
Shut up, Paimon. Just stop talking, bro.
Didn't quite catch Paimon.
little difficult to make this happen.
Oh?
Huh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received.
Yeah, I know. China doesn't like new things.
It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
All very valid points. I completely understand.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities. Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night.
That's
of
why
the
she sounds
Lantern
weird.
Rite. As for
Her
the
S's are particularly loud again.
Yes. My thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish. As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal.
I'm convinced.
Mr.
Oh my god,
Dvorak,
shut up.
I
I'm
will-
convinced
Yes,
that
certainly.
sometimes for these
Let's step
events,
aside and
they get the
discuss
voice actor to just record it on their computer and then send it in. And they don't have like a proper voice like booth for it. So it just gets recorded wrong. I mean, maybe they're just in MiHoYo's booths and they just do it incorrectly. But
Ganyu's as diligent as ever. I couldn't agree more.
oh god, are you still here?
Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good
I know,
at.
Kurbo. The worst of it.
With
Oh my
Anya
god, stop
taking
talking.
care of people,
The worst of it was the Inazuma event last year where Ayaka, like, oh my god, that was the worst I'd ever heard, where it was just like
Wow.
this one with Ganyu is not that bad,
Paimon too?
but I do notice it.
Hungry again. I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we meet.
Yeah, Sawada was so good.
Apart from
He is such a good. He's the only like copy paste NPC that I liked. He was so good.
Anything sweet and anything that's made from slime.
Such a great voice actor, dude. Like that, I still will die on this hill. That was the difference between a professional voice actor versus these random like anime weeaboo like VTubers that they hired. Like, damn.
Here's what I've drafted
Sawada.
so far.
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy.
Of what?
Oh, perfect
What's
timing.
going on?
We were just wrapping up our discussion here.
Okay.
Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Keqing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yaoyao, thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw.
I will.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yaoyao stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in
Thank you,
Stop
Yaoyao.
talking, Yaoyao.
we should go get dinner together sometime.
Shut up, Paimon. Stay put and wait for 2 hours. Is that why this quest is 3 hours long, Yoi? No, that's just, oh my god, what a, like, dear lord. Oh, 2 hours. What a quest description, man. That's so good.
Greetings, traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Keqing. Ganyu has brought me.
Oh
a
god,
plan out of
hello.
Keqing. I'll get straight to the point. The Keqing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Keqing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yay! That's awesome!
Cool.
Please, the Keqing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Thank you so much, Keqing.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt it, Yoi, because The thing is, like, in Japan, it's a lot more common, like, it's a normal profession because of anime and everything to have, like, voice actors. Whereas this, you know, for English dubbing, it's a little bit more obscure. So, like, it's kind of a more niche profession. And so that's why, like, it's very difficult to have the difference between, like, a good voice actor and a, you know, lower tiered voice actor. But in Japan, they're all high quality.
I've become quite discouraged after our recent
That's also just because, you know, Japanese are the hardest working people in the world.
Get my hopes up.
I would know, I'm married to one.
Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly.
The only standard 5-star I want and don't have. You mean Dvorak?
Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the...
I'm not too bothered by, like, the English dub. It's just, I hate how almost all the females sound the same.
Oh, that.
Like,
I can wait for another
some of them are really solid. Like, Jean's not bad.
Oh.
But Ganyu, I mean, you know, it's like they tell all the voice actors, like, sound sleepy. And it's like, okay.
Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a loss.
Oh, right. His thing.
Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between
Don't get me
this
started on
concert
Xiao.
and everything
No,
else going
please,
on
God.
with the Lantern, right?
That, Xiao doesn't exist.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an Adeptus. What do you think?
I think it's Cloud Retainer, but I think it's gonna take 2 hours to figure that out.
To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast.
He didn't ask.
I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
I will reiterate this, Dvorak. We are in a world where dragons are normal enemies. Like, bruh, have you been to the Sumeru Desert? There is a giant electric scorpion enemy. And now you're like, oh my god, Adepti are real?
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down is...
I literally have a floating diaper baby next to me. Like,
There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but...
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Yes, that was also my thought.
epic.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate
Does
on
Ning
things
Wong
here in
ass
the
show up?
city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I'm making time right now.
I can probably get through everything in 2 days.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break.
Oh my god, stop talking like...
Coming from
Be it but 3
Stop trying to brag about how you, like, stay up all night working.
Even I know the importance.
Oh my god.
Case,
Alright, I can work.
if you have the time, would you join me for this search?
No.
You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people.
No.
Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
I said no.
this space, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so helpful and kind. I just...
I know, dude, it's weird. Like, I just get dragged along with all this stuff.
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. It'd be such a happy reunion.
You're right. Okay.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh,
Okay, thank you.
I was wondering.
I love when they like just say goodbye
What is
and then they continue to talk for like 5 more lines or more.
Music sounds nice?
Yeah, I bet, dude, because there's a very distinct difference between those languages.
Byron,
I've heard Japan Shao is pretty solid though. They make it 3 days, so you need to use the clock twice. Thanks, Mihoyo. Oh, you're right.
Per Lady
Yup.
Nilong's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival. I am told that a strange
Oh look,
melody was
another
heard
female
somewhere
character
along
that
the
sounds like she
coast.
has no emotion
I
whatsoever.
was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang. But I'm worried that if we don't act
Look, I'm her right now.
we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
Is that good? Did I read my lines correctly?
I understand. In that case,
Shut up.
Yeah, Keqing, you're busy enough as it is. Leave it to us. Don't worry, whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it.
With the traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with. Thank you.
Will do.
No problem.
have my thanks too.
Good luck.
I don't need to have thanks from like 5 of you. Again, like we just went over this. Let me go.
Let's revisit
Let
this
me
before
free.
the concert.
Wait, where is it point? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Is this that house that we haven't been to in like over a year? Yeah, this weirdo house. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I'm this thing called the protagonist. Yeah, exactly.
Said the strange tune was coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right
Ah!
would come out to a place like this. So, it's you two.
What are you doing out here?
Leon!
Are you homeless?
How'd you sneak up on us like that?
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
You know anything about the strange music?
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining.
Why are you here? He didn't hire you.
Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
I am a god. We're always safe. Nothing can kill me.
The stuff by...
A bunch of boxes. Oh, wow, so interesting. Let's peek in the window.
Place is complete.
Oh, nothing's in there. Let's peek in the other window.
Doors in the windows.
Nothing in there either. Very interesting.
The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone.
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
Hilichurls.
Leon, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well... Paimon gives up then.
What about you? Give up as well?
Yeah,
Your instincts are pretty good.
at giving up?
Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is one of the few pieces of information you have available, after all. Let me share a folk story with you.
No, thank you. I don't
A
care.
long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village. But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately.
Damn, that's so interesting and something you could have explained like very briefly that's irrelevant to this whole situation, but I appreciate you telling me it.
The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
That's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal.
Well, if we use elemental
On
sight...
any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today.
Tell me why.
Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy.
Damn.
Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business.
Oh, cool.
They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So all of that dialogue was absolutely pointless because you can just track them anyway.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
Like, that's the thing, dude. There's so much wasted space and dialogue that doesn't need to be here. Like,
since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation.
like just say, oh, there they are, and have us follow them without all this crap. Oh, God. Oh, can I keep up? Oh, man. It's almost like I can actually do this faster than her. Hurry up,
Here,
girl.
Look at this.
What?
These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally.
What tracks?
Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction.
Cool. Hurry up.
Huh.
Oh my God.
Pace is increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy...
I know,
weapon
Yaoi, I know.
when they start to
Like,
talk.
there's too much formulaic crap shown specifically because, like, ooh, what? Oh, which characters are selling? Let's add dialogue for this character to make them sell more. And it's like, back in the day, like, Zhongli, for example, was so goddamn cool. It was the only reason I ended up grabbing him. Whereas now all the characters just feel like, open up your wallet, please. Come on, don't you want to do it? No. Don't you want it? But look at me. Look how cool I am.
Come on, let's round them up.
Come on, look how cool I am. Please, please look at me. Like, they're just so desperate to get the attention now. Hello? Oh my God. It's Fujing.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
I flew over the wall.
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor?
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Perhaps not, but you should be.
Oh, do I get to one-shot the poor deer? No, I don't.
Busted.
I don't want to use her. I just want to kill him, like, in one hit with my stronger team.
Seems like you're not all talk after all. There's no going back now.
Die.
Mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Tell us everything.
It should give me the dialogue option of showing him that I have over 4,000 treasure hoarder trophies, and he should just go, okay.
You have one chance, and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear. You know, so Lantern Rite's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot.
Didn't they already have this quest before?
I don't
Seems
have
very
guts to
familiar.
break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, sure,
I
Yoi.
racked my brains trying to think of what I could do. And eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd...
Okay, yeah.
They did.
Yeah, Yelena already told us all this.
Completely wrong of me. I know that now.
No, Yelena already told us.
Chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Rite behind bars.
Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your
Oh my
fear?
god.
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll
Okay, bye, you lamb.
What is it?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here.
Oh, that's convenient.
You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me, too. See you when I see you. And
Okay.
happy
That was
life.
kind of creepy. Now my ear's all wet from her spit.
I'm such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody, complete. Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again.
Yeah, that's cool. She said goodbye, so we can end this dialogue tree.
Cause Paimon's curious, that's why. It's like when you have a tune stuck in your head, but you don't even know what it is. It's when we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax.
No, Paimon.
Paimon never
We're done.
imagined that music could
Paimon, we're done.
Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get...
Yeah, I wanted to go to Liyue Harbor like 10 lines ago when the quest should have completed, but for some reason she like whispered in my ear for no reason. If you reach the second part, prepare for cringe. Uh-oh. I'm scared, but now I'm actually kind of interested because cringe is what makes me like stay up at night. Three-star wish incoming. Ugh.
Byron, we're back!
I wish I could have ragdolled her.
That's great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind.
Okay. Baywin hurries off. Ningwong! What up,
My
girl?
greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
Ah,
You
yes.
don't need to be so formal with us, Ningguang.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize.
Seeing her just makes me think we're gonna fight the Hydra again.
Once the performance itself is over,
We fight that thing like
we're
every
going to
year.
invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
Cool.
Oh, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Well, I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yeah,
I did not.
like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name.
No.
Legend
I
holds
mean,
that he
yep.
is free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend.
Sweet. I totally remember.
On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wonder whether the melodies will be to their liking.
That's really cool. I mean, I didn't ask, but I appreciate you telling me.
Oh, they're gonna love them. Paimon's sure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and heroes of the past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend.
Yup.
I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale.
Yes. It will. Okay. Did I just unlock the Lantern White event or something? What the hell? Okay. Oh, ew. What are those rewards? What? But oh no. Why? These rewards suck, bro. Like, what? Okay, whatever. I guess we'll just do them all anyway.
I just tell it.
But what the heck, man? Let me timestamp that, I suppose. Try to remember to add that later. So many quests now. I guess, oh, because I could also do the minigame events? Wait, what is this? You and Ganyu had agreed. Oh. So they have side quests as well, but then there's also the main quest. All right, we'll do the main quest because I assume that side stuff is like not important at all. Like in terms of what they talk about and what's going on and blah blah blah. Like I can probably just do all that crap off camera, just so I can skip through it. Oh, 8 to 10, 2 days later. Oh, are those preliminary quests that I have to do, Bobby? Ew.
Looks like it's about time for us to meet up with Ganyu.
Looks like we can just go to Ganyu. I don't think we need to do those side quests, I think. Whoa.
Swarm Fury.
Okay. Oh, you gotta do those to get the event itself. Okay, so this is some separate, like, story thing. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe, depending how long this takes, maybe I'll skip through the dialogue on those preliminary quests. Just so that we can get to the minigames.
Are you okay, Ganyu?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If
Oh, they're
that
quick?
were all
Okay.
there was to it, it could have been many people. But the tune was allegedly so wonderful that the
Yes,
perhaps
I
there was
remember.
a
I was
power
there.
at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive.
Yeah, I was there.
If this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an Adeptus.
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked.
Maybe they gave her horns.
She looked just like Ganyu. Guess that does technically make sense. Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Huh? Me? Well, I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while.
That's creepy and weird.
Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away without a sound.
Why?
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's the type of person who doesn't like taking credit for her good deed.
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very good at explaining things. And I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Well, what if this Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like,
Oh no.
one was merely...
Yeah. That's a lot of dialogue,
That was
Paimon. No thanks.
actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon. As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted. Still, we can't completely rule her out just yet.
Oh my god, it's almost like I predicted it was Cloud Retainer within the first line of dialogue, but yeah, that's okay. We're gonna take a couple hours to get to that.
If we set off now, we could head to Mount Outsung and ask her about it. You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her, and I've been in Liyue Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore. If there's anything we want to know about them, she's the best person to ask.
Sounds great! And we're pretty close with Cloud Retainer by now, so we probably don't even need to bring her food this time, right?
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival.
Cool.
Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying
But-
mechanisms in her abode. She's on her own
Hey,
so much of the time that
there's nothing
the
there,
moment
baby.
she has someone to chat with, she just... Never mind. Traveler, Paimon, let's set off for Cloud Retainer's abode.
There's nothing there, Buzz. What you barking at?
Seems like this is a
Be
tough
quiet.
decision for Ganyu.
No.
She's made up her mind now. Paimon gets why she'd be so anxious. Wait, did she leave already?
Did she leave already? Yeah, I want to leave too. Thank you, Paimon. Shut up, please. Okay, cool. Oh my dear lord. Well, it's been a while since we've been over here. Man. That's okay. You're fine. Alright. Let's just fly around here. There we go. Man. Still miss these areas. Before they started trying to like cram on like too much graphics and like Sumeru and stuff. And just exploring was like so much more like cool. You'd come to this spot and be like, whoa. If only Genshin was on Xbox. Don't worry, that's what Blue Protocol is, right? Apparently Microsoft is gonna be making their own Genshin clones, so I don't know.
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Why is that a surprise?
Huh? Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals.
Really? Because she's not been here like multiple times before in the past, but I guess you forgot about that.
True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes.
Oh.
Will it involve a lot more traveling?
Shut up, Paimon. We can fast travel. It's okay.
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now.
Hey, Jay.
But
Hello from Canada.
really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
So, all we have to do is get the traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the rescue!
How about we drown you, Paimon?
You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim! Paimon would sink like a rock!
Really? Because, I fished you out at the beginning of the game.
Just trust Paimon!
Hey, Zuff!
The water's pretty deep over there! Quick, swim to the very center!
Okay, sure. Swim to the center of the pool. Right.
Help! Help! Someone's drowning!
Oh no!
If only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us! Oh no! Whatever will a Paimon do?
Oh, I wanted to lower my stamina and actually drown while she was saying that.
What is
Someone carries you ashore. What? What? Oh no. Oh, the angsty teen. Okay. From Fiji? Nice, Allie. Oh god, you. Ugh, I forgot you existed too.
Shenhe, and the Conqueror of Demons.
Why don't you say something? Please don't make Paimon explain it. Okay, fine. Paimon will explain. We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music. But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, it could have been a human. It doesn't have to be an Adeptus, but whatever.
No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
It's fine.
Glad you're okay.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
Oh, that's okay. I've drowned multiple times in this game.
The Conqueror of Demons comes and goes, just like the wind. Right. I didn't dare to say a word just now. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans for Lantern Rite? We could spend it together in Liyue Harbor if you'd like.
Oh, I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year.
Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last?
Earlier this morning. She set off for Mount Hulao at dawn.
Conversation between two robots colorized. Like, God, this voice acting's weak.
I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler. Maybe it was a gift for Mountain Shaper.
So we just missed her. Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode.
Sure.
Okay, cool. I will just stand here awkwardly.
Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten a lot closer recently.
Yeah, that totally sounds like they have charisma, Paimon. Yup.
Yes. During the summer and winter, I continued to train with Master. In the other months of the year, I have been learning to adapt to human life in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu arranged accommodations for me in the city, and also recommended several work positions for me. But when I try to blend in by referring to her as Miss Ganyu or Lady Ganyu, like the others, she says I mustn't address her like that. Sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people, sometimes I'm not. It's a little difficult to keep track of everything.
How did you end up, like, surviving this long? Like, seriously. Like, if you were a part of my world, like, where I am a god that fights other gods, like, I would have killed you a long time ago.
Oh, is that what it is? Noted. So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Bring back Sawada, man. Legit.
Music?
We'll probably never see Sawada again.
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Yay! That's really helpful.
We were just talking about this thing called music.
Oh my
Based
god.
on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day. Please follow me.
How do you not know what music is? Like,
Oh, really?
okay, cool. Follow her over there. Can I fast travel? Thank God. Follow me over here. Takes all night to walk here. Like, this is so far. How about this quest has me, like, going around with Zhongli? Then I would be entertained. And not complaining so much about the voice acting.
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Shut up, Paimon.
Paimon's gone deaf! Paimon can't hear anything!
No, that's it. Well, I was gonna say she could hear me, but nobody can hear Traveler's voice.
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds. Are they not the music of which you speak?
That's not music, you moron. That's ambience.
Oh. Paimon wasn't quite done with the description. Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
Oh. And a melody is?
Like this. Da 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 da.
You patronize Paimon. Let's get one thing straight. Paimon knows plenty of nursery rhymes, but Paimon does not sing on demand without payment. Hey, why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
Wait, is he gonna actually sing, please? What's that?
Oh, was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
No, that was just him, mumbling to himself with his mouth open.
That was a
That I would not call that music.
It felt like I was transported back to the past.
What?
In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky again.
What?
We're all there, raising our glasses and drinking to our heart's content on the Jade Chamber. As I watched Yunjin's performance, I felt a warm sensation in my heart. And as the drink reached my stomach, it went from warm to hot. When you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day.
Okay.
So that's the power of music.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep!
No, it wasn't.
Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our lives squished inside. What about you, Ganyu? Are there any melodies that have left a deep impression on you?
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me. I know some local folk songs. And a few other things come to mind too. The songs of the sailors down at the docks. The little ditties that the vendors call out in front of their beloved shops.
The little
tunes of
ditties?
folk artists performing on the streets.
Cool.
Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt that they were worlds apart from me. Nenny and Liyue probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. So I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives.
Dude, I literally have there is a creature floating next to me that has a full diaper full of crap and then spews out like mouth vomit diarrhea that speaks for me. And you can't fit in, and this thing can?
At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the only barriers are ones that I have erected with my imagination. The way those melodies make me feel.
What does this have to do with like the main quest at hand?
After all,
I didn't know this was about like, oh, Ganyu's a loser. Like,
even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common
yeah, that's what I
things
heard, Scythe,
that
is
we
that
see
game
and
was
experience around
like
us
6
each
hours
day in
long.
the city,
It's a pretty cool game, if not like extremely shallow. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna talk about it once they get it finished.
in that sense,
I might play it more
We're
at
all
some
the
point,
same.
but eh.
You go, Ganyu! You're really making progress. You have loads of
It was
fun
more
with
interesting than this,
when you
though.
think about it.
Yes, technically speaking, we should refer to it.
Oh my god, look at these
The
lines
days are
of
warm.
dialogue. There's so much.
I've planted many types of flowers.
you are too kind.
Nonsense. I have cultivated and cared for the flowers just as you taught me. I will save some for decoration. We can feed them.
Then, thank you in advance.
Do people say that?
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night.
Shut up.
Who dares refer to one not by one's adept?
Oh hey, look, it's Cloud Retainer. Oh my god.
Illuminated bird.
We were talking for 10 minutes about flowers.
Master.
Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Hey, Cloud Retainer, what up?
Now she has the gall to use it rather than she.
Oh, the Monster Hunter Rise? Yeah, I keep forgetting about that one, Scythe.
Barely a moment.
Oh my lord.
Has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity.
That's cool, bro.
Well, shall one lead the way?
Sure.
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Okay, let's talk for 5 minutes while we all say goodbye.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite to you too.
Okay, cool. I thought he was gonna hum the better song, which was the one that Ayaka told him, or taught him. That was actually a cool quest. I remember that one was neat. And then, you know, then Ayaka wasn't in the cash shop anymore, and they completely abandoned that character in favor of the next shiny new thing. Kind of the weakness of the game is that they're just too concerned with sales. That characters' stories just get ruined, and there's too many characters in this game at this point. Like, that's why every character is just so shallow.
Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her?
No.
Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the
What?
god of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike.
Cool.
Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home,
Safe.
reserving for us.
I mean, I don't know why anyone's hyped for Skull and Bones in the first place, because it looks like crap. But, you're gonna be able to play Hightail before Skull and Bones comes out. Let that sink in.
Sea Gazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table.
Honestly, Ubisoft has been canceling a lot of projects lately, and it really does suck.
When it came to those collectibles, he was so
Like, they finally made a post talking about, well, hinting at the new Splinter Cell game, which I'm stoked as hell for, and I really hope that they talk about this year. However, if you remember, the reason I got an Oculus, like, VR headset was because they promised that there was going to be a VR Splinter Cell game and a VR Assassin's Creed game. They canceled both of those already. And I'm just worried, like, can we please just get the next Splinter Cell game? Please don't cancel it. Like,
Paimon remembers that name. So that's what Sea Gazer was like.
they keep canceling games because, I mean, let's be real here. Ubisoft is not what they used to be. Like, they're too concerned with making, like, these cash projects rather than, like, passion projects. And it's like... Also, yes, hi, Astro. I blame YouTube. I was probably streaming too many times, so YouTube was like, why would I put out notifications?
He was an old friend and a former rival. One has many memories of him.
Is Star Rail the actual hype Honkai Zuffer, or is that the turn-based one? Because there's like a further Honkai Impact game that I think we've only seen a trailer on that's going to be another open world like Genshin.
Once he had brought out
Clearly that's where they're putting all their money.
It would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor one was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations.
Epic.
As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally
The turn-based one, okay. I mean, not that it doesn't look good. I'm just not interested in turn-based. Unless it's Mario RPG.
His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of one's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses.
Oh my god, stop
Every
talking.
time an argument occurred.
What kind of nonsense?
No kind of nonsense.
Okay, they argued. They continued to argue. They continued to argue. They continued to argue.
Anyway, just as our impassioned argument,
They continued to argue.
dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations.
And then it got mad at the stove god and they continued to argue.
Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought.
They continued to argue about how they drank things.
Precisely. So, as you can see, even one could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking.
They continued to argue.
Fossils had their character flaws and points of op. We would drink together from a spot high in the mountain. Streetwood
They would drink together and chill
the flowers with
and admire things.
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
Oh, okay.
What does that have to do with Dvorak's story? Like,
Long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason.
for the argument reason?
Here, one should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of
Oh my god, now you're arguing with me. Please. Like, she just kept saying the same... Oh, dear lord. There's more. Like, I'm sorry for skipping, but she literally was just saying the same thing over and over again, man.
Under
Jesus.
the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial.
Oh, there's
to judge the
yeah,
quality of our creation.
that other character that they keep hinting
But
that's
Rex
coming into the
Lapis
game.
declared that Guizhong's obscuro vulpus mechanism was superior.
Her.
Though one
Everyone
too
was
proud
freaking
to
out about her on
acknowledge
Reddit.
it. In one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was
Because we've seen her as a leaked character model.
mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for
Yeah, I mean,
users, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine
I'm worried about GTA 6, man. Like,
Streetward
I'm
Rambler
hyped for it, but at the
believed
same time,
in the
Rockstar is
expression
not
of
the
his
same as
soul.
they used to be.
An emotional enterprise that could
So.
never hope to be replicated by machinery.
Yeah, the character design's got to play it safe.
Until one asked
And they save all the
Lapis
cool
to
stuff
intercede,
for, like,
he
way later down the
confiscated
line.
and designated it for
Also,
ceremonial
I'm
use.
calling it now, that's gonna be a
Thereafter,
Zhongli costume.
one would often find
Rather than having
him
his
in the
Rex
mountains,
Lapis robes,
discussing
they're gonna do
music,
that, where it
mechanics,
just looks
and
super
all the
generic and adds a
affairs of the
cape.
mortal world.
Because I've never seen that costume before.
But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili plains.
Hey, Yoi. Yep,
Guizhong
I know
was
that's Cloud
overpowered
Retainer.
by the enemy and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next.
Who the hell's talking?
But are we
Not her
Adepti
anymore.
so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return.
Oh, was that supposed to be Ping Young?
Below.
Okay.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing. One's dealings with
Yeah, I know, Scythe.
were born out
That's
of
the thing, dude. Like,
discussions on the discipline
even with Ubisoft, like, I'm so pumped for a new Splinter Cell game, but I know it's gonna be bad. Like, the studios that like became successful for making like awesome games, unfortunately, I'm gonna go on a tangent here. I'm sorry. Western companies are way too concerned with money. Like, this is just how CEOs work and everything. There was an article more recently with Sawada from Nintendo where he specifically talked about how he didn't want to fire people in Nintendo because it's really, really bad for morale. Saying, like, why would these people that are scared of being fired because that project's finished, let's move on to the next one, right? And they're trying to line the pockets of the CEOs. He essentially argued saying that the employees would not pour their heart and passion into a project that they're worried that they're not going to be continually working on in the future because they're just going to be moved on to another company. And that's why, in my opinion, Nintendo is the one and only company that still, to this day, puts out the genre-defining best games on the planet. And arguably most Japanese companies think this same way. And that's why FromSoft is putting out the best games on the market. And you look at all these Western games, and it's just cash grabs, man. Or remakes, which I'm all for remakes. Like, you know, the Dead Space remake looks dope as hell, and I'm excited about it. But is it going to be as good as the Resident Evil 4 remake? Hell no. It's just going to end up being a quick cash grab. Whereas the Resident Evil 4 remake, that's done from the ground up and looks absolutely breathtaking. And they're not scared to add little things here and there because they know this is a remake, let's take advantage of that. Whereas with the Dead Space remake, it just kind of looks like Dead Space with better graphics, which I'm all for, but it is a shame. Like, look at Skyrim being dragged out all this time. We're never going to get the next Elder Scrolls game, and when we do, it's going to suck.
What? You have loads of
Sorry about the rant.
and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one
Games
is
have
not
become
ignorant
too
of social
successful,
graces
so
does not
most
mean
companies
one is
just
fond
don't
of
bother like
one is
trying
perfectly
anymore.
capable of partaking in
And that's why
conversation
Ubisoft has to
despite
keep
being
canceling so many projects because, like, bruh, it's just, you know, how long did it take them to end up finally announcing Japan Assassin's Creed? The demand was always there, but the stupid, dumb CEO, who doesn't listen to anyone but himself, was like, yeah, Japan, that's not interesting. Nobody wants that.
But in the end, one is nothing like Streetward Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful.
Anyways,
Not
let's
to
try and get
mention
through this crap.
eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friend back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition. That cleansing bell was one of Gui Zhang's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
Wait, that's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And she also said something about
This song
being a
better
vain
slap,
beauty
dude.
when
Like,
she was
legit.
young or something.
With how much they keep hyping it up.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, Paimon did not see that one coming.
Enough of your intrusions. Where was one up to? The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument.
Cowbell?
After the passing of its creator.
Am I doing all this just to add more cowbell? Because I'm down.
Right, but Streetward Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing further funerary tunes. No, the two once clashed over their beliefs.
Oh, dear Lord. I'm sorry, but, like, how long do you gotta talk about a bell, bro? Like, come on. Let's get to... Speed it up. Let's get to the next part of the quest, man.
Mournful, just many years passed before she finally composed a melody to our satisfaction.
Like, stop trying to force in exposition of this character I don't care about, man.
But if she was so happy with the melody, why would she only play it once?
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity in response, though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone.
Aw, poor Madame Ping.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Although I met Gui Zhang a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Gui Zhang was quite the visionary. Had you not decided to search for that mystery adeptus, perhaps these stories... As of now, you know the truth. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
Yes. Yes, I do. I need to get that bell and listen to this rockin' tune.
Ping...
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us are usually careful to avoid.
If I may be so bold...
Oh? How so?
I've been in Liyue Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way, but this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this. Though these immortal mountains have lost an adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder. No loss can ever be undone. Ping has helped countless people, though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit.
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's Lantern Rite. When we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform?
You youngsters and your imaginations.
Oh my god.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping.
Is not every Lantern Rite the same in this regard?
I disagree.
The edibles she brought this time were indeed quite delectable. Very well, then one will be off.
I like how they're acting like it's a big deal Cloud returns at Lantern Rite. She was there last year. Like, what?
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well.
Okay. Let's talk for 5 minutes before we go.
If we planted flowers there and cared for them carefully enough, Do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the sea of glaze lilies?
Allow one to take back one's praise from
Jesus.
a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
What? Cloud Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you.
Thank you. Thank you, Cloud Retainer. My god, like, I don't know why she was talking about planting flowers and crap. Jesus. Yeah, for me personally, it'd be a dream to be like, I don't know, the idea man behind like game decisions and stuff. I can't develop games and junk, and I don't know if I have the passion for it, but I'm passionate about games and like just, I don't know, putting my thought process towards it and everything. I remember I used to have like a huge like book full of ideas that I wanted to put into like a game if I ever got the opportunity to make one, but
Oh, Madam Ping and Cloud Retainer?
It appears you made haste after all.
but I'd be like the guy that yells at people and just tells them like, can you do this? How about this? Is this possible?
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come.
Funny how most of the Liyue event is some heavy lore stuff about some unplayable character, like the Moonchase Festival or this one. More times than the ones from Mondstadt or Inazuma, that's for sure. Yes, because it's Liyue. China.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Like, I don't mean to dig too deep or be like insulting, but legit, like, just look at the look at the Genshin live streams and how the CEO is trying to celebritize himself. Like, there's just this mentality that they have where, you know, I'll just say China #1.
Said what precisely?
That's why we keep going back to
Why should
Liyue,
one be tasked
and
with
the other
fate?
places get any love.
Cause you're the one who's known better.
Or why Zhongli's the only character that ended up getting like redone.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
One, given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet
Not your game, it's our game.
fragrance
Yeah,
fills
basically,
the air.
exactly.
Gone
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for like them forcing in and trying to get people like learned about like Chinese culture and stuff, but I feel in no way that this is relating towards like anything official.
Huh?
Like, it's just them forcing it down my throat, and I'm just kind of like, okay.
So this all started because we were trying
It's
to
the same as how like
Dvorak
Genshin
death
doesn't
as his
celebrate
ancestors'
any real life events except for Chinese New Year. Like, come on, guys.
Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody.
I mean, I understand why
was
Fortnite and all these other
none other than
games
yourself.
end up celebrating Chinese New Year because money. Because I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's Chinese New Year that has the red envelope, right? Where everyone just basically passes each other money.
Let me think.
I don't think there's like gifts or presents or anything. I
Yes.
think it's just literally money.
Do believe
In my
recall
limited
that.
understanding of it.
What a long time.
What was that?
I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief.
Every single one of us sitting and talking to you is an immortal, Madam Ping, but sure.
It appears that she has proven herself right.
Who's she?
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Yes, for like 20 minutes.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
There is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Oh my god.
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life, that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave.
Actually, Madam Ping, I know you're getting a little senile in your old age. All of that was Zhongli, not this other chick.
With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them.
Nah, once again, bro, that was Zhongli.
The human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal.
Again, that was all Zhongli.
She always had a way with words.
No, you guys are mixing it up. It wasn't this made-up character you're talking about for this Lantern Rite. That was all Zhongli. That's why he killed himself.
That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was...
The writers, man. Like, how am I playing this game and I remember more about the story than the writer does? Like, bruh, take some notes of, like, the stuff that you ended up doing, because they're repeating the script, like, just with a different character.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that
God.
power plant mechanism? The one
Hey, Tyrant.
two of you
What
gave
up?
me as a gift?
When will there be a skip button? No, never. Because they're too full of themselves, and they think that all of this dialogue is, like, perfect. Again, that whole, you know, China #1, Liyue #1, our game is amazing. 10 out of 10, we made over $3 billion this year, so we're clearly doing something right, even though we didn't make money at all because of the story.
Of course. Guizhong and One both put an immense amount of effort into that gift.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower to make a homeland. When I see the sight of
Oh my
Liyue
God.
Harbor before us today, I am reminded of this.
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
No, she doesn't.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh, yeah! Music!
Yeah, that's why we were here in the first place.
We've been dying to ask. What was the melody that you played back then?
Oh my God.
Oh, also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh. As much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did, and whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. So no matter how much time goes by.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Oh, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely... But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness...
Oh my God.
Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
Now she's talking about plants, like...
It takes an honest
What
and
the
open
hell?
mind to confront and conquer grief.
Be that as it may...
Like, I know they're trying to do, like, a Kung Fu Panda, like, beautiful moment where it, like, explains, like, life and death, but they're, like, not getting into it at all, like, in any way, shape, or form. And, oh, no, I knew you'd show up.
Did something bad happen?
Get out of here!
And now we've spooked Yanfei. No, everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Yeah, happy Lantern Rite. Get out of here.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some, I will leave.
Are
Mr.
you okay?
Dvorak
Did you have a
in your capable
stroke?
hands.
Huh? Does it happen?
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What a pity. she has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea. And
Oh, okay. So they're having their own conversation, so we can walk away.
Gladly.
No, we can walk away.
Thank you all.
Yeah, no, we can walk away. Like, you're just talking with Cloud Retainer about having tea and just saying goodbye for 5 times, like, for some reason.
Wherever her spirit may be.
Stop talking. Like, I want a skip button just so that it's like I hang up the phone. Because it's like when a telemarketer calls, and it's almost like the game itself is like you sitting there going, and waiting for them to shut up so that you can be like, oh, I'm not really interested. And then they just keep talking and trying to sell you. When instead it's like, no, I'm not interested. Click. Okay, Dvorak. I wish you were Sawada. I hate you. I hate this quest.
And Keqing's here too. Thanks
Oh
for
my
helping
God.
set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
Are you serious?
I know, right, Yoi? Yeah, I was gonna say, like her age is just an illusionary part of her, isn't it? Like, she's not actually mortal. Like, what the hell is she talking about?
That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
That's what I mean when I say, like, the writers clearly, like, are just completely... It's like they're just focused on writing the newest thing rather than, like, continuing the lore. And that's where... I'm not gonna say that I'm a lore nut and I remember everything about this game's story or anything, but there's these little moments that you cling on to where it's like, oh, that's cool, or oh, that's neat. And then they just completely, like, write it out of the story. And it's like, okay, well, if they're not going to care enough to be consistent, then I've lost interest.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I have to say, though...
Like, it's funny because, you know, like, I know people come in and they're like, oh, man, this guy just hates this game. Why do you even play it? And it's like, because it used to be good. And I still enjoy the gameplay, at least a little bit.
Oh,
I've also invested way too much money into this game. I am not allowed to quit.
But Streetward Rambler or Madam Ping as
Main thing is I gotta end up, I gotta start doing like the other videos again. Like, I gotta start making my character build videos and doing all the fun stuff. And exploring and, you know, chilling with you guys when I'm exploring. Or being in the call with the boys. Because this story stuff is like, bruh, like, I just don't care anymore.
I think...
Like, I should just skip these off camera.
That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy
and then just, like, do the mini games. But then, like, that's the thing. All this dialogue crap takes, like, hours and hours, and then the mini games last, like, 5 minutes.
Speaking of, Madam Ping wishes you all the best with the music.
Like, there was that balloon parkour event in Sumeru, and it was, like, so fun and cool. And then it was like, okay, we... it lasted 10 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Time invested as well, exactly. Like...
Wait, are you serious? Oh no. Now
like,
I'm starting to get
I find it so funny that so many people are still praising Genshin and talking about, like, why do you hate this game? Like, to any end gamers, right? But it's like, because you're new. This game is amazing up to AR, like, 35. And then it just drops off a cliff, man.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. I wasn't even finished telling him everything.
Thank you, Yoi. Yeah, I needed to hear that.
With Ganyu,
That's the main reason why I do it, is because it's like, I know there's not as many people watching it, but I know that, I don't know. I try to be funny.
Please, share your insights with me.
But then when it's like stuff, like, I like when I can actually kind of joke around with the story, but when it's stuff like this, man, it's like, I don't even care.
Well, we found out.
What happened to the story about, like, trying to find music for Dvorak, and now suddenly it... What was that tangent with Madam Ping that didn't go anywhere? Like...
It can make people happy and moved, but it can also be sad and bittersweet.
Wait, why are we describing music to Keqing?
And music is like a kind of memory.
That wasn't the goal.
Hearts. It can put you in touch with feelings from a totally different time and place.
The goal of this quest was to find the Adeptus that sang to Dvorak ancestors, Paimon. It wasn't to teach people music theory.
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Mm-hmm. Just a few things to wrap up. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are...
Yeah, happy Lantern Rite, bye.
Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
Yeah, thank you. I want to have that soundbite on my phone. 'Cause...
That should be everything taken care of, right? Oh, no, wait.
No, it isn't.
Paimon feels like she's forgetting something. What was it? Shoot! Latent... Wait, no. Anyway, Fancy Bip Zhongli said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right?
Oh. So there was actually a starting point of this quest with Zhongli that I was just in Liyue and I just randomly stumbled across Zhongli. I didn't even realize it was Lantern Rite, so I just skipped through it all. I guess the start of this quest was to get him soup. Oh my god, it's still not done. No, I don't want to go to Hu Tao. Whatever, her banner's coming in, so it makes sense. Alright. Give me Zhongli. That man I will listen to for hours on. Oh no, it's Yunjin. Oh.
Da 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 da. Da da da.
Oh. All right. Let's take a break here.
Yeah, because you guys aren't good. Terrible. Ooh.
Oh wow, look who it is. Are you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director?
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight?
Wow.
After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow. We have all this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Invisible audience?
Ghost Paimon, Jesus.
Gotta say, it took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all.
No, that's okay. I didn't really ask about an explanation. I'm just confused how someone can be like playing with Jin Yan when they're tone deaf.
There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition. With my words, Xinyan's chorus, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more.
Okay.
For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore! Oh, now Paimon's rhyming along. But when you say flames roaring...
What do you mean rhyming? What? For sure and encore? That's a stretch.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Yuhong of all the pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to trust Xinyan on this one.
Anyways, have you seen Zhongli?
Oh, Zhongli? He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends. It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to perform here. To tell the truth, though, I never thought I'd really...
Another thing, too. I don't know if anyone noticed. The all-female cast.
Well, now you know. The
I think that's the thing that pisses me off the most about Genshin, is that MiHoYo treats us like idiots. Like,
especially if you're in the mood to try something.
The reason why all these creepy weeaboo weirdos are playing Genshin is because that's who MiHoYo is targeting.
I can speak to that.
But it's like, that wasn't what it was like at first. Like, this game used to be like cool and full of badass characters and stuff.
And jump scares.
Now look at it.
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part. Do you want to go through them together?
Sure thing.
Waifu Impact. Like, god damn, dude.
Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right hill. When you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'll go see Zhongli for you. Just shut up. Oh, look, he's right there in my inventory already. Sorry, I'm just clearly exhausted. Like, it just doesn't stop, man. Oh, look, it's Cloud Retainer. Die, Cloud Retainer. No! She escaped.
Paimon sees them! It's Illuminated Deer and Illuminated Bird number 2!
Hello.
A familiar face. Have you come from Liyue Harbor? How is the city nowadays?
Everything's great! But you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself.
In fact, Mooncar has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
I missed you.
Zhongli, here you are!
Oh my god.
We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing.
Thank god. He's probably only gonna have like 5 lines, but...
Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
See, this is the difference. Like, with Zhongli, he can talk about the most boring, useless thing ever, and I'll listen to him.
Wait, that mechanism.
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
Can we not just call it a cooking machine? Actually, never mind. She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey. Excellent. The past should
Also,
be
no,
remembered,
Tyrant. I don't care. Husbandos for life. Except, I also, like... I want to be clear.
The world around us.
It's not that I'm, like, in the husbando camp or anything like that. Like, I don't care if the game's, like, full of females or anything. It's just, they gotta be badass, man. And most of these chicks just aren't. It's the same as how the guys, like, they over-sexualize as well. And, like, look at Ito, for example, right? You know, he's trying to show all his abs and his arms, and he's like a K-pop idol. And that's where I just... like, give me cool characters again, please. Like, all the Mondstadt characters, every single one of them is a badass. Liyue, a lot of them are badass, but not most of them. Inazuma, almost all of them are badass, except Raiden, but...
When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
Anyways.
Oh, Zhongli, Huta told us to tell you something. She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. When she says performance, she must be in the Lantern Rite Music Festival. As for the banquet,
the fact that this game makes us question our sanity, like why we're playing it.
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Who my best wishes for the performance.
No, please, it's gonna be boring without you there.
As for the banquet, since the director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Excuse me, princess. Man, I gotta watch the Zelda, what is it? Oh, God. You know. I gotta watch that again.
Yay! Then we'll see you there?
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Thank you. I will examine it right away.
Epic.
The appearance is exquisite. And the aroma...
No, my main argument is just that I wish Raiden wasn't a geisha outfit. Like, I wish that she was more, like, intimidating. Like, why didn't we get, like, her in her Meccano suit right away or something, you know?
Since you
or even her sister had a better
you should
outfit.
not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup.
Okay. I'll take all the soup, thank you. Look, guys. Which one's the real one? Okay, where am I going now? Okay, back here, I guess. Zhongli only had like 5 lines. Bruh. Maybe he's like charging them more. Maybe he's like more expensive. So they don't hire him very often. Oh! Okay, we're done. Sweet.
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescent.
This song better be good, I swear to God.
All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan. This is Hintao, and this is a little something called
The Blaze Lilies!
Why is there only 2 of them? Wait, where were they? Where are those drums?
Afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch your step, or you'll get burned. Hey, woo! Yeah!
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
I'm okay.
Master, listen!
Like... How about you just hire someone who can sing? Problem solved.
I believe it shall be.
Jesus. She wasn't even in time.
Master, the Xiao Lanterns,
Ha! Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao Lantern the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
I'm just in shock, man. Like, this game made $3 billion last year. And that's the best they can do? She probably got paid like so much freaking money too.
Listen, that must be Madame Ping!
And it was like off sync. She wasn't in key. Like, can I get hired for it instead? Because I actually sing. Or used to. Oh, this song's good. There we go. Okay, drown it out, please. Drown it out. Yeah, drown out the memory. No, get out of here. I like how all they needed, like, all they did was animate him doing this. They didn't even animate, like, anyone playing the instruments. Oh yeah, you're right. I wonder if it sounds better in the other versions. Yeah, that's true. Like, it might sound good with without the English dub. Oh my god, it's not done. Oh. It was, you know what? I needed that, dude. Like, that was good cringe. I haven't had that from Genshin in a long time. It made up for the lack of cringe. Oh, the following night. The lack of cringe from the Xbox showcase. God, that was bad. I'm sorry, like, Hu Tao's voice actor, but Jesus.
Chandler, hurry! It's almost time for us to join Hu Tao for dinner!
Okay, so this is the end of this, right?
Yes. It's the place with a really long wait list.
Yeah, I figured the other dubs are better.
As expected of the...
It just kind of so happened that they got Hu Tao to be the character for it. And the English version, like the English voice actor, she can't sing. Hey, Lenore.
I've long heard that your knowledge...
Wait, what the hell are you doing here? You weren't here for the whole quest. Don't try to suck me in back at the end of this, Shorts kid.
Cooking too. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
No
Wait,
need for
why?
formalities.
What are these 4 stars doing?
In the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could learn from you.
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible, may I trouble you to provide a few words of guidance for my practices in exorcism?
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
Whoa, there's so many people here!
Paimon, I wanted to hear that conversation. That's way more interesting than everything Lantern Rite, but okay.
All we knew was that Hu Tao invited Zhongli over. Paimon never thought we'd be meeting so many old friends!
Oh my god. Oh, is this that huge chunk of dialogue you were talking about?
Happy Lantern Rite, everyone!
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Okay. I mean, if Zhongli says all the does all the talking, I'm fine with this.
Happy Lantern Rite! Are you having fun?
Shut up.
Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I've watched something like this.
Wait. Oh.
I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately. She's more busy than ever, and Yoonjin's gonna help her.
Yep, and they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a bit of a headache.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my share too.
Why am I even hearing his thoughts about?
Hold on, Xiangling came up with a new recipe? Let Paimon try! See, someone here knows how to encourage people. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli too. He gave me lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me. Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally revolved around cooking. Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choices in both ingredients and spices are comparable to a melody dancing on the tongue. My suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
Thank you, Zhongli, for being here.
Oh, the two of you always deliver. Now I'm getting embarrassed. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after I've adjusted the recipe based on Mr. Zhongli's advice.
That sounds like it might become a little safer to eat.
How about I sample the dishes next time?
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels like we're missing someone.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this stuff is okay just because it's actual, like, characters interacting. It's whenever it's all the copy-paste NPCs, that's when I don't care. Or, like, Cloud Retainer and stuff like the Adeptus. Like, they kind of just count like copy and paste NPCs to me. Oh, give me Sawada, dude. I want Sawada and Zhongli to have a conversation.
Oh, Hu Tao was the one who invited us, but she's not here. And where's Guoba?
The team up we deserve.
Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant. You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, I probably wouldn't have had the time to accept Hu Tao's invitation. As for Hu Tao...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay here and host you for the time being. Seems like it's almost time.
For what?
Huta went to fetch someone in person? Oh, that must mean they are super important. Could it be Keqing? Ningguang? Or Captain Beto?
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I couldn't just pry into the details, could I?
Suddenly, the door to the restaurant burst open.
We're here!
Oh. You suck. Your thing was terrible.
We're not late to the party, right? Good thing the Conqueror of Demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark back. Whoa.
I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror of Demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you. The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals, but also the protector of Liyue's peace, Adeptus Alatus. To convene here with all of you is indeed a great honor.
Lament. A few days ago at Wangshan. No. No. No.
It's almost lantern, right? Yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Whatever, man. I just accept it.
Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yanxiao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
Oh, okay. That was useless. Cool. Let's continue as if that never happened.
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang. Sir.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own
Like,
field.
what the hell was the point of that? Like, okay, they didn't get oil? Like...
Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are pretty close, no?
Yeah, I guess so.
Great. You two sit together.
You should take a seat too, Director.
Oh, finally remembered me. When we arrived just now, the host at Shinue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing.
Man, now I'm hungry.
Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
I don't know if you guys have ever been to dim sum, but oh my god, it's so good. You gotta go with like a lot of people though, because basically like that dim sum is where they're walking around and with carts of food, and you just go, hey, we want that, and they just put down like a huge portion of that for the whole table.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have
dim
worked
sum
in
Chinese
close
food, exactly.
collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many. Hard to imagine.
Whoops.
That thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons, I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Changyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off. I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern Rite.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Shangling and Changyun's friend. The pleasure is all—
Whoa. Everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Paimon doesn't know what she should say anymore. Adeptus Xiao.
How about we stop being so polite and actually just all chill and start throwing things around and drinking? Like,
Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon!
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much formality kills the atmosphere. I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells. Hiya.
What's your true intention then?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past, and embracing the present.
I'll try and look that up. See logic.
And that is something our
I don't know if I've heard of that one.
I think it
We might not have that here. Like, we don't have that many options for restaurant stuff. Wait, did someone clap? What?
Exceptional acting skills, Director.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked really hard this year.
Oh yeah, the food's already cold, Yoy. They've been talking too much.
Helping with the family business, exercising
Legit, like...
spirits, or conquering demons. And of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then. Everyone has done some pretty amazing things. As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise.
No.
Sounds kind of self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming. He rarely ever enters Liyue Harbor after all.
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Oh good, another memory. Cool. I totally asked for this.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adepta Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn, hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Is there something you need?
Oh cool, so it was absolutely pointless to even show that memory.
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
That didn't end up explaining anything.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
There might be other reasons.
Yes, too much. That's the answer.
Smart guess.
Huh? There's more to it?
It gets pretty boring from here on.
Oh, it's been boring the whole time.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death. The Adepti vanquished the demons, the Millelith fought valiantly, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor...
Oh god, it's putting me to sleep, dude.
That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him.
Was he worried about karma?
You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is...
No, I've completely stopped spending money on this game. I haven't bought Welkin Moon or anything.
Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together.
It was my first gacha game, that's my excuse, but goddamn, dude, like, I just... Anybody that ends up starting, like, I always give them a warning, like a heavy warning, like, just... Yeah.
But I didn't expect there to be so many people.
It did give me a life-changing experience, though. Like, when Tower of Fantasy came out, I didn't spend any money on it. And there you go. I got my enjoyment out of it, got enough free characters and everything, and I just moved on.
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling
versus, you know, some of my buddies who spent quite a bit of money on it. And,
Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy. So he's probably the most resistant.
It's nothing against, like, spending money or anything.
That's not
it's
the
just
same.
With Genshin, it's very expensive.
And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh? What?
I'm siding with Chongyun. I saw that too. You're lucky.
What are they talking about? What's going on? What the hell does this have to do with anything?
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncompromising? But now that I think of it, Xiangling told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
Oh, they're not rumors, it's true.
I'm doing fine.
What? I didn't ask.
Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend.
Oh no, another memory?
Things have been a lot more stable than before.
An old
You
friend?
should know him.
What?
Seeds of story, brought by the wind.
And cultivated by time.
Okay. Go on, pups. Go on. Go on, babies.
Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that saying?
Go on, babies.
That voice. Could it be?
It must be. I don't know who it is, because every character sounds the same.
There's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in. No such need. I'm coming in.
Oh. How are all of these simpletons sitting in here like talking with Archons?
You finally let me in. Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, it's the tone deaf bard.
Okay, now this party's gonna get started.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends. Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery. This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here.
No, that's actually Zhongli.
Whoa, these dishes look amazing. Is it really okay for me to join in? All right, I'm digging in. Huh, it's you.
Oh, he can't dig in because they're already talking.
Oh, isn't this Genyu? Genyu?
Ah.
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Genyu's works, aren't you?
Oh, right, they have, yeah, that stupid thing.
I met
Right.
Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be
After
another
2.5 years
person
is
in
the
this
first time we
world
see
who could
two
interpret
Archons
Genyu's new
interact.
novel
Oh my
as thoroughly
god.
as I could.
You're right, dude. That hits hard. Like, goddamn.
Venti.
I miss these two. Like, back when they actually, like, interact with everybody and stuff. Like,
Way more impressive.
freaking Venti and Zhongli are so much more, like, involved in the story. And then it's just...
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Yeah. Xiao, you remember me too, right?
Yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to
Hey,
Lantern
Bella.
Rite.
Hey, FX.
I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago when I happened to run into this.
Yeah, I'm barely alive, too.
You've already forgotten?
I'm probably gonna have to just eat and go to bed after this so I can catch Dead Space in the morning. Oh, Val, while you're here, I wanted to mention... So apparently, during that Armored Core stream on February 3rd, FromSoft is also going to be streaming Elden Ring. We might actually finally see the DLC.
And bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh. It was a...
It might just be something related to the PvP, though, because apparently the translation from Japanese to English was something to do with the arena. But I really hope it's the DLC announcement.
Thank you for your patronage.
Okay, bye.
I understand now, too.
What do you understand? What?
I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
You've known each other okay.
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
But otherwise, yeah, I'm totally down for Elden this weekend. I've been craving Elden. Just
That's
waiting for you.
Considerate of you.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable
Hey,
as
boo
you
boo.
would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the
Wait a
land,
minute.
and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't
Did-
know.
Did I miss... I might have missed it because I was talking over it. I don't think he ever introduced himself as Venti, but okay.
From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an Adeptus in disguise.
Oh, yes. An Adeptus.
Shao, you're an Adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
No, he's a god.
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Really? But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable.
Oh my god, what's Traveler's face right now? When the imposter is sus. That's what that face is right there.
Huh?
I was the imposter the whole time.
Oh, right. Shao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it...
Really? I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt.
Why are they all pretending they don't know each other? Like, I don't get it, man. I thought this was supposed to be a dinner between friends, not strangers.
I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
Now you're making me embarrassed.
Yeah, Genshin's writing gas up every character instead of showing how they're badass. Kind of reminds me of when, you know, the main quest had Diluc killing a bunch of Abyss mages and showing how awesome he was.
I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes.
Oh god, Jub.
There's one I heard a while back that went, the old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze.
No, that's the thing, FX. Like, we always joke about it behind the scenes, but literally, like, the writing for Genshin, it's a lot cheaper and easy for them to have characters talk each other up and say how cool they are to try and sell them, rather than give a whole custom animation and actually, like, come up with a good idea to show off how cool they are.
The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair.
I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up.
Yeah, but why is this supposed to be their first time seeing each other, Yoi? Like, I missed that part.
If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring to it.
You have great taste, Venti. I was right about you. Let's shake hands.
No, don't shake hands.
Of course!
No, we don't have any rubbing alcohol.
Hey, Xingqiu. Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones. I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
That's the longest... What? Paimon, watch and learn from Hu Tao and Venti. This will come in handy for your ugly nicknames. What?
Oh,
why was it such a lengthy...
But
okay.
Speaking of, why is the tone-deaf bard here? Are you here to take part in Lantern Rite too?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look? Or listen.
Oh no, you already missed it, bro. It was terrible.
Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think? As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day. The Iridescence tour has finally been...
No, they did meet before. Like, they even were referencing the fact that they were both at the bar in Mondstadt before.
Don't think anything of it. By the way...
Like, Venti got drunk. Like...
as you entered Liyue kiosk. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around,
like, I don't get it, man.
It becomes bustling with activity. People are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. It is rather difficult to predict another's whereabouts.
Yeah.
The festival is...
I'll take anything that has to do with the Archons, man. Well, except for Nahida.
We're all gathered
but
with friends new and old. This is no
Yeah, all these side characters, like, I don't even really know what they're doing here because they're not contributing. I know why they're here, because you get a free 4-star with Liyue Festival, and Hu Chao is right around the corner.
To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year,
Xiao's banner's already in, like,
with joy. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
What?
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. That was exactly what I wanted to say. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I didn't cause you too much trouble barging in like that, did I? We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt. But since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea too. Everyone, thanks for the treat.
You're welcome. As the host of this
Oh my god, no one asked you, Hu Chao.
everyone enjoys the food and drinks. May this year be better than the last. Considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later, sticking to tea seems like a good idea.
Like, she seems like the kind of person, well, she's not a person, but it's like one of those persons or characters that, like, has to always get the last word in.
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts. Should we?
Xiao, your food is frozen.
What's with the urgency?
Shut up.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion.
We haven't eaten yet.
Paimon will come too.
No, eat.
Yeah?
Yeah, eat.
Okay then. Don't forget to come back.
I won't forget. I'll purposefully not come back. Okay, where am I going now? Jeez, dude. Like, you'd have to microwave your food. This is the only time that we actually get to be out here without Paimon. We have to embrace this moment. I should be the one asking you that. You keep saying, and going, for no reason. Yeah, like that.
It's hard to describe.
Just try.
It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings many times. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated, but this time...
What?
That's not what I meant. Or perhaps I should say Rex Lapis is really good at adapting to human life. You could say that he actually enjoys doing so, and that's something I might never be able to do.
Okay, who cares?
That does sound like something you would say. No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels strangely novel.
Oh, right. They keep on trying to push this ship with Xiao.
Yes. The parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult.
Like, he's a little too, like, flirty, you know?
Mental preparations before agreeing to come. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power. And I knew that you would be here, but I didn't expect the other guests to be...
4 stars? I know.
General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now. But I think he meant designing clothes for those around him. Clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him. Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few.
Why am I listening to you talk about clothes now, bro?
General Capisis himself. I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Oh, here you are.
Oh, dear lord. What are you doing?
I'm not intruding, right?
No. It was getting boring.
You're not. What is it?
Hu Chao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring out the desserts.
What? I didn't even get to eat anything! Now you're already onto desserts?
Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching. To be honest, I was kind of worried too. You looked a little restless just now.
Oh look, now it's this Zhangling ship. Yeah, Traveler X everybody. Exactly.
You're worrying too much.
Shut up.
Why would I?
Because I told you to, and I am a god.
Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait. There's
No.
another reason why I came looking for you.
Uh-oh.
Here, take these. I brought them for you.
Almond tofu?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chefs competition, you could say that Yan Xiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometimes to discuss our cooking.
Okay.
I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu. So I learned a thing or two about the dish from him. I'll be honest, before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guest she planned to invite, and asked me for some suggestions on what she should order. So I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. Take them as a token of gratitude for your support. When I told Guoba that I was making these for you, he started eagerly running around the kitchen and helping a lot too.
Like, while I appreciate that we're all out at a restaurant, isn't that kind of weird that you're, like, giving us food outside?
Thank you for the trouble. I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba, too.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Yan Xiao cooks.
Dude, I wish that they would end up having ships between, like, normal characters and actually make them do cool things. The one ship that I was in support of in this game was Traveler and Ayaka.
Okay.
Because that was actually done really well and kind of cool.
That's all. All right.
All these other ones, they just throw themselves at you, but Ayaka's was a more traditional, like, you know, date, I guess. Back when the character quests were actually interesting. Okay, why did we go outside? Like, what was the point of that?
You're finally done whispering secrets to each other?
There was no secrets. Nothing happened.
So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon.
Shut up, Paimon.
How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness looks like. Your dessert is all Paimon's.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
Yeah, just ignore her. Or it. Sorry.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious business to take care of. Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Yeah. Strive to be more like Hu Tao or that creature behind me.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious.
Oh my god.
Oh? Is this some local custom?
No.
Nope. This is something I made up so that good luck will be on our side, that's all. Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense to the most distinguished guest among us all. Lighting the incense will signify
Look at all these characters sitting here, man.
prosperity in all our endeavors in the new year.
Yeah, and the dance at the end, and then it really sold it when Traveler actually hummed the song that she was doing. Like, it was really cool. It was kind of cute, and honestly, I feel like they should have expanded upon that and actually had, you know, character development. But that doesn't sell characters in a gacha game, so they are very purposefully never advancing the plot in any way, shape, or form, which is also why the main plot has not advanced for over a year.
I see. Perfect symbolism, as expected of Hu Tao. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree
Why is he,
Mr.
why is he standing? Why are you doing Phoenix Rite?
I'm not very familiar with the
Why is he
details
standing
of
staring at the wall?
deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener, even for a bard who has traveled all across the world. If knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder of unlimited strength.
But when it comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is certainly one cut above the rest. I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed. Since we all get to nominate someone...
For what? What? Nominate?
I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do.
don't flatter me just because I'm your boss. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at all. Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
No, come on. You're gonna take like 5 minutes to like circle back to me. Come on.
Is this really the way this works? I didn't cook any of these dishes. It's not a big deal. Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the masterful...
Exactly. No, you're awesome. No, you're awesome.
Only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
I feel like that would have had better tempo and like it was supposed to, she was supposed to say that in sync with the camera, but again, we're talking about the English voice actor where she has no rhythm.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again? Please stop! You're making me embarrassed.
When I get embarrassed, I pee.
If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the
Oh my God.
Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest commerce guilds in Liyue Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Oh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're
Why are they
also
clapping?
like a huge sum of mora in the new year.
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness, which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe from evil spirits.
Huh? Now you're nominating me?
Why does no one want to do it? Just light the goddamn incense. I'll do it myself. Like,
I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror of Demons right here.
shut up, man.
Adeptus Xiao has the most senior...
Like, I would have just lit it in the background, like, without any of them noticing. Or better yet, thrown it in the garbage where it belongs.
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest
Because
here.
incense is gross, and it makes me want to throw up.
You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations. One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
I am a god. What? Why? Oh. Oh.
Oh, that's right.
I kind of like this, actually. All this attention on me for once?
Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people. No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again.
Well, I'm not the only well-connected person here.
Who else is there?
I don't... You? No. No, she's not a person. She's an it. Like a thing.
Huh? Huh?
Yeah, Paimon, did you not notice that you're actually the main character of this game? Nobody nominated you to do so. Nobody even likes you. But you're the face of this game.
Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished guest?
Yeah. It's the writer's decision, not mine.
Oh, well, that was unexpected!
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need. Without a friend constantly by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome.
No. No, I would very much prefer it without her.
But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant.
Ah, the traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous.
Nah, there's still plenty monotonous even with her there, man.
Paimon plays an indispensable role in making your journey a happy and smooth one.
Strongly disagree. Give me a survey for this event where I can say no.
Like that. Those were...
No, I know, Yoi. That's what I mean. Like, Paimon's literally the app icon, exactly.
Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but Paimon's not mad anymore.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
That is indeed true.
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me.
You cheese Guoba?
Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the incense for us. Here you go. Take the match and don't burn yourself.
You all have a relaxed hot chat all the way until nightfall. Now that everyone's had their fill of delicious food and tea, it is time to say goodbye for 20 minutes. The Fatui use delusions to grant them power similar to the visions of combat. But
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
oh, so you're gonna stop talking like right now, or you're gonna keep talking?
Yep, the tea was amazing too. You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time. Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Changyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultant.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. Zhongli. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
I don't, unless you mean Bado's ship.
It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
Bye. Oh, we should write poetry together sometime.
No, please. Oh, he just turns his back to her and leaves.
We'll catch you all later then.
Yeah, bye. Get out of here. God damn, dude.
Don't
No.
forget to return to the parlor later.
Stop talking! Get out of here! Boo! Shoo! Go on.
Understood. See you later.
Bye-bye. Yeah, get.
Well then.
Oh, thank God we can just chill together, bro.
Rex Lapis.
Oh, shit. I forgot you were here.
Just Zhongli will do. I live as a mortal in Liyue Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise and retire to rest at sundown. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Xiao.
Heaven forbid.
Go away, Xiao.
Not you too.
Yes.
I meant what I said. I heard that during the Lantern Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. I take it as you've gained a lot more knowledge about the past?
Useless knowledge, yes.
The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, feelings and interpretations expand in variety too. I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya, and learned a few things about her research topic.
Don't BS me, Zhongli. You've never been to Sumeru.
From the evidence she found and the conclusion she made, her area of research is already very close to the truth. But there are multiple sides to humans and gods alike. In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending.
Yeah, I know, Bobby. We're not gonna have time, dude. But I'll try and get to the mini games tomorrow.
But whether to me,
well, if I have time, it depends if I get burnt out playing Dead Space.
Younger adepti such as Xiao and Ganyu, those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans, are something more akin to close companions. This was as true back then as it is right now. Just how Xiao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise, so there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
Zhongli, what you're saying is...
It looks like you understood what I meant. The director asked me to accompany you on your return.
Me?
But I don't think you'll need my protection. I'll be taking a walk around and admiring the night scenery. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet.
Okay. Think we're good now? No, I'm talking on stream, babe. That was weird. I wasn't expecting that. So the power went out, but it was just in my room. We thought it might have been because Marika was doing stuff on the microwave, but then the microwave would have went out as well. It was just my room. So that's odd. I guess it depends how far back it threw us. Oh, okay, we're still here. So I'm gonna try and skip through this as quick as we can. But unfortunately, that means that this game in general is probably draining a lot of like power. So it's good to keep in mind. Oh, wait a minute. I see. There's no sound going on. I know exactly why. Because for some reason, like, I got a new monitor that I'm using as a vertical, and Windows really likes to think that I want it as my default sound, even though I keep disabling. Like, computers, man.
Just
stupid.
I live as a if we were to
So I guess.
Not you.
Yeah, that sucks. That means I'm gonna have to end up buying a battery for my, like, I have a backup generator, but the battery's fried in it. It's a couple years old, and I had it specifically because we would run into power outs in the other place. So
after that,
I guess I'll have to get a new battery. That kind of sucks.
No.
Yeah, I might have to ask them about like why that happened.
No need. I've stayed here
because
from
it
the events
shouldn't
of today
be the
occurred
case.
so abrupt. Okay, I'll.
Maybe it would be better if I spread my power around like different outlets instead of just the one, or well, it's a couple. Oh, and then it finishes the quest anyways. Is there any more to it? Okay. Well, anyways, good a time as ever to end it, right, guys? So thanks for coming out. Hope you had fun. That was a terrible quest and a terrible ending to a terrible quest. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna let my computer cool off from this stupid video game for a little bit. So see if I can figure out what's going on with that. But have a good night, guys. I'll see you in the morning, possibly for Dead Space. Bye, guys.